A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, former President Donald Trump has made headlines with his recent comments regarding the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Just days after a reported phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, in which he allegedly inquired about the possibility of Ukraine targeting Moscow with U.S.-manufactured missiles, Trump has urged Zelensky to refrain from such actions. This revelation comes amid a backdrop of escalating tensions and military engagements in the region, prompting both support and criticism from various quarters. According to reports, during a call at the beginning of the month, Trump asked Zelensky, "Can you hit Moscow? Can you hit St. Petersburg too?" To which Zelensky reportedly responded affirmatively, stating, "Absolutely. We can if you give us the weapons." This exchange has raised eyebrows, especially considering Trump's subsequent remarks discouraging any attacks on the Russian capital. When pressed by reporters, Trump clarified his position, stating, no, he shouldn't target Moscow. He emphasized that his goal is to bring an end to the conflict, saying, "I want to stop the killing of thousands of people a week." The former president's statements have sparked debate over the implications of U.S. military support for Ukraine and the potential consequences of targeting Russian cities. The White House has defended Trump's comments, with Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt asserting that his words were taken out of context. She emphasized that Trump was merely asking a question and not advocating for further violence. The administration has reiterated its commitment to working towards a resolution to the conflict, with Trump reportedly pledging to send top-of-the-line weapons to NATO allies for deployment in Ukraine. As the situation unfolds, Trump has also issued a stern warning to Russia, threatening to impose 100% tariffs on Russian goods if President Vladimir Putin does not agree to a ceasefire within 50 days. This ultimatum underscores the former president's shift towards a more aggressive stance against Russia, as he has publicly condemned Putin's actions and called for negotiations. In response to Trump's proposed military aid, experts have weighed in on the potential impact of long-range weapons on the conflict. Colonel Hamish de Breton-Gordon, a former British Army commander, stated that such weapons could significantly alter the dynamics of the war, allowing Ukraine to target Russian military infrastructure and potentially deterring further aggression from Moscow. Colonel Philip Ingram, a former military intelligence officer, echoed these sentiments, highlighting that the increased capability provided by advanced weaponry could help Ukraine defend against nightly assaults from Russian forces. He noted that striking Russian missile and drone launch pads would be crucial in mitigating the ongoing threat to Ukrainian civilians. Despite the potential benefits of military support, the Kremlin has reacted with skepticism to Trump's rhetoric. Russian officials have dismissed the 50-day deadline for a ceasefire as unrealistic, suggesting that they may demand additional territorial concessions from Ukraine instead. The ongoing conflict has resulted in continued violence, with fresh attacks reported across Ukraine shortly after Trump's tariff threat. As the situation continues to evolve, it remains to be seen how Trump's policies will shape the future of U.S. involvement in the Ukraine crisis. With both sides entrenched in their positions, the prospect of a peaceful resolution seems increasingly distant. The international community watches closely as the stakes rise and the humanitarian toll of the conflict deepens. In summary, Trump's recent comments have ignited a complex discussion surrounding U.S. military support for Ukraine, the potential for escalation in the conflict, and the urgent need for a diplomatic resolution. As the deadline for a ceasefire approaches, the world awaits further developments in this critical geopolitical crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.